Welcome to the European Rally Championship 2018. For this, the penultimate round of the season, we're back on gravel. And Poland has some of the fastest gravel stages in the world, so expect plenty of sideways action, especially as we get closer to crowning a champion with 2 rounds left to go here on the ERC. Round 7 of the ERC takes us to Poland and to one of motorsport's oldest events, starting in 1921. It's the second oldest rally in the world after Monte Carlo, and this year marks its 75th edition. Based in Mikołajki, about 3 hours north of the capital Warsaw, in the forests of the picturesque Lake District, we have left behind the asphalt of Rome and the Czech Republic, and it's all gravel through to the end of the season, flying further north towards the Baltic Sea and the final round in Liepāja next time. This is Rally Poland. And so far the season has been dramatic from the word go across the different surfaces and landscapes of Europe. Even the continent's finest drivers come unstuck from time to time. The Russian rocket Alexei Lukyanuk started the season brilliantly with back-to-back wins in the Azores and Gran Canaria. But the mission for his first ERC title has not been easy. Bruno Magalhaes fought back on the Acropolis Rally to get their first win of the season on the classic event. Cyprus, it was Nasser Al-Attiyah putting the cat amongst the pigeons. But local hero Simos Skalateros stealing everyone's thunder in the summer sunshine. Back onto Asphalten in Rome. With back-to-back wins, the Russian crew retook the championship lead over rival Magalhaes. And then into the Czech Republic. Poor show for the Portuguese driver, left it open. So 35 points the margin now, putting the Russian in with touching distance of the ERC title. It seems he's ready to put the pedal to the metal here in Poland.
Yeah, we're really close to our title now, but it's strange because we still have 2 rallies to go, and unfortunately Bruno withdrew from the championship. But okay, anyway, it's like a reward for many years of trying and pushing, and finally it paid off. We changed our approach, did a lot of things, and I'm happy for that. To be honest, I'd like to go flat out straight away, and we had good fun on the qualify. We don't need to score any more points, it seems now, and I just would like to drop off all my restrictions, all parachutes which would break me all season, and now just fly a bit and with a smile on my face. So that's the plan.
With Magalhaes absent, the championship fight might be mathematically over. But among the ERC regulars and local heroes, there's still a fierce battle and honours on this famously daunting rally.
The stages are very fast and sometimes very narrow, and you haven't placed for mistakes, and of course a lot of jumps.
I really enjoy driving these fast stages, and there is a couple of jumps and we can fly quite much, so I really enjoy.
It's probably the fastest stages I've ever come across, so it's going to be a huge challenge for us. We've got to be so brave and have no fear. It's flat out, or you're just not going to be quick enough.
Fast stages, every time is fun, jumps, and but on the jumps you need to be really smart, because long race you can have a big damage, so also be smart.
For some though, just being local won't help when it comes to inexperience on gravel. We asked rookie Miko Marcek what he thought of it.
My whole gravel experience is 200 kilometers in rallies, and now I have 215 to go.
North Poland's scenery and wildlife may provide the perfect playground for the ERC entry list, and after the qualifying stage, which was won by Alexei Lukyanuk, it was into downtown Mikołajki for the fans to assemble to see the drivers ahead of the start of the rally and choose their road position for day number 1.
I'll try to find number 15.
Sweeping gravel off the surface here in Poland is the main thing to do. And drivers electing to go in reverse order. Lukina going 15th on the road. Nikola Grazin was fastest through, chose 14th position in the road picking. Paolo Nobre was left to go first to open the road, a task nobody else really wants to do. And a big welcome for Alexei Lukina and co-driver Alexei Antonov. They began their potential ERC Championship title-winning weekend. And plenty of Polish drivers also to hand to keep the locals entertained. On the short road section from the start ramp, and it was up to stage number 1, the Mikołajki Arena stage. Two and a half kilometre blast round the Mikołajki Arena, competing side by side. It was slot car racing to get us underway on Friday evening. Lukas Piniszek was third quickest behind Norbert Herzig. But winner of the first stage was, you guessed it, Alexei Lukina. Well, he did promise to go flat out from the start. Off to bed. And then Saturday morning kicked off proper. Beautiful, calm, benign morning in northern Poland. 120 kilometres of competitive gravel high-speed action here today on round 7 of the championship. 4 stages back-to-back before service, and then going out to do it all again in the afternoon. 12 degrees Celsius, a little bit of rain overnight, keeping the dust down. And Paolo Nobre's got that non-enviable task of sweeping the road clean for the rest of the competitors. The flamboyant Brazilian driver was gifted with the unenviable job of opening the road. He said it's an honour to be first on the road here on this classic rally in Poland. I mean, he's cleaning the loose surface off the top for the other competitors. Polish driver Lukas Piniszek running third on the road means he's still very loose for the former ERC Under-27 graduate. The youngster is hoping to impress in an R5, and on stage 3, only 400 metres into the stage. All wrong. Crashed straight on into a tree. The crew are both okay, but the car is damaged and they are unable to continue this weekend. Disappointment, 400 metres into the first stage of the day. Piniszek's out. Miko Marczak, another Polish driver, flat out in the R5 as you can see here. A little bit lively in the back end over the jumps. And extremely lucky to get away with that one. Inexperienced on gravel. Pushing hard to impress. Top 3 time on stage 5, 6th overall. And a wild jump. Championship elect spoke of his return to his flat-out approach. Win it or bin it, as we've seen Alexei Lukina over the previous seasons, but a rebooted Alexei in 2018 has decided to take a more calm, measured approach to his rally. With his hand nearly on the cup and the title. It's impressive to watch Alexei fast out on these roads. We're in stage 3 with him now.
50 правый 3 разгруз. 130. Правый 2 минус срезать. 30, левый 2 за прыжок. 60.
Looking like riding on the raggedy edge. Game over. Ripping the rear right wheel off his car. Damaged. Out of the road into safe position. But Lukina, flat out maximum attack in the stage. Wanting to win the event here this weekend, but as we see again, all wrong. Look at the tree, the bark stripped off it.
I think I overworked a bit with the car, so I put it in a too big sideways before the jump, and I had to straighten it a bit before the jump to get it right, but unfortunately The speed was okay, but I just managed not right with the steering wheel, and the line was not perfect. So we hit a tree after landing. So not a good moment for us, but it was really unpredictable and sudden for me. So again, I emphasize that the speed was okay, and it's just my bad steering, unfortunately.
So disappointing to see Alexei crash one more time on his ERC career, but he is a flamboyant Russian driver and very, very impressive to watch over the seasons. This guy's quick as well. Reigning ERC Junior Under-27 champion. This year, Chris Ingram steps up to the R5 car, and with limited experience on the loose surface, he's pushing hard. Several big moments for Chris, and a heavy landing on a jump unsettles the car in stage 3.
And tight flap, 2 left into box 1.
And also an issue with the deer jumping over the top of the car in the stage.
Press.
Incredible getting away with this one.
Tight flap,
Let's see what he has to say about that.
But the most unbelievable thing just happened in there. We were coming in the middle of the stage, a fast left over a crest, and a massive deer just jumps right over the car, right in front of us.
Over the car?
Yeah, like right over the bonnet. It was unbelievable.
He was lucky to get away with that one anyway. Following in Danny Sordo's footsteps after appearing last time on the Czech Rally Zlin, Jari Huttunen is now showcasing the Hyundai i20 R5 in its gravel setup this weekend. Huttunen was former teammates with Chris Ingram with the Opel team last year in the under-27 category. But Huttunen's back for a one-hit wonder this weekend. The young Finnish star was championship runner-up with Chris Ingram last year. But he won the Polish round here when we were in Rally Rzeszów last year in the two-wheel drive car. He's quick, overall by 11.1 seconds behind Gryzin.
It's okay if you think we're coming without any test. So I think it's okay. This stage we make one big mistake. We drive one junction straight and lose for 3 seconds. I don't know.
Nikolai Gryzin wins all 4 stages this morning. The young Russian driver is on a mission. He had his maiden ERC win on gravel last year in Latvia with Lukyanuk, and he's looking out to repeat that performance here in Poland this weekend. He is the rally leader after leg 1, midway through Saturday afternoon. The Polish roads are fast and flowing in places and very rough and technical in others. Let's hear what he has to say after the morning's loop.
In the first corner, I was near the crash. I don't know why. We just started turning. Pace nose was okay. Everything was okay. But when we start turning, I go very wide and no grip at all. But after, in some kilometers, getting better and better.
With the German rally champion Fabian Kraim in 4th, Polish and Slovakian rally champion Grzegorz Zip in 5th. Making the top 3 a close battle after 5 stages. Gryzin out in front, Huttunen 2nd, Chris Ingram in 3rd. Well, the dramatic warning will wrap up, but let's take a breather and join us for the final 4 stages of leg number 1. This is the ERC in Poland. Welcome back to the high-speed roller coaster of emotion that is the ERC. We're back for the penultimate round of the rally, and we're on the loose stuff, heading through the northern parts of Poland on some classic roads. The penultimate round of the ERC Junior Under-27 Championship is happening this weekend, with Martin Seks holding on to a 59-point lead in the championship in a very close title battle. The Latvian driver Seks was the early leader in Poland on day 1, setting fastest times in stage 1 and 2. He was leading the Under-27 class by 6.1 seconds before a big crash and saw him out of the rally on stage number 4.
It was a bit misunderstanding with me, with my pace notes too.
and yeah, basically I went, I think, 10 k's faster than it should be driving through. And yeah, there was a big rut there. Yeah, and we just had the lights roll. Basically, we slid on my doors.
With Sex out of the rally, Matta Vita from Italy wasn't the only one with problems. Vita was getting to grips with the unfamiliar rally, but swiped a tree on stage 3, dropping time in his Peugeot. The Italian managed to continue, but finished the day 4th, more than 4 minutes off the pace. From the Czech Republic, Dominik Broz retired on the first stage of the rally with a wiring problem in his Peugeot, picking up a 10-minute penalty, but managed to come back and get that problem fixed on day number 1 as it continued, but out and off the road. On stage 4, into a field, but still finished the day 6th overall. 10 out of 10 for effort for Dominik Broz. Katie Munnings, ahead of him, was the only female crew competing this weekend, co-driven by Anna Stein, making solid progress. She's 5th overall in the Under-27 Junior Championship. Finns are grown up on gravel, and Mika Hokkanen is another cool, calm, collected Finn. 3rd position for the Santalok Junior team driver, who was enjoying the gravel roads, just a bit like Finland, but slightly different. The Flying Finn was 3rd fastest in all but one stage of the day. Efren Lorena was battling hard, missing out on the podium in Zlin with electrical problems, but had no issues on day 1 in Poland. The Spaniard had 4 stage wins from 8 to finish 2nd overall on Saturday evening. Left it all open for Tom Christensen after Martin Sex's teammate rolled out of the rally. The Opel Junior team driver was a solid drive for him today. 4 stage wins. He was loving every minute of the stage. Great guy is Tom Christensen, another star of the future.
Overall, really good. I'm really happy with my position. I just go my race, and I want to go for my first victory this year in ERC, so that's my only plan. So I'm going to do what needs to be done for that.
Great to see him at the end of the stage without his sunglasses on. Normally he's talking to us with his sunglasses on, but a little bit cloudy today. Christensen out in front by 20.2 seconds over Lorena. Mika Hokkanen is 3rd.
80 prostój.
In ERC2 for the Subaru Impreza,
60 hamowaniem 2 plus prawie ciasno.
Martin Solopazin. He was class leader in ERC2 in the Production Car Cup, with the title secured in Zlin in ERC2. All Martin had to do was to bring the car home. Tibor Erdi Jr. is ERC2 champion for 2018. So Saturday afternoon continues here in Poland. We're in the Lake District, 3 hours north of Warsaw, and a good party atmosphere out in this coolish summer sunshine. Heading into autumn, and Lukasz Habaj. 2nd start for the Polish driver in a Skoda Fabia. Normally he's driving a Ford Fiesta, but he's actually quite enjoying this SRT-prepared R5 Fabia. He said in some parts of the stages he likes the car better than the Fiesta. Grzegorz Zip, another former Polish rally champion, also the Slovakian rally champion, tarmac specialist, managed an ERC podium in Rome this season, up to 6th overall at the end of leg number 1. Laurent Pellier. With limited experience of the 4-wheel drive car on the gravel roads, he's only used this car in the Azores earlier this season. Straight on at a bail, knocking that one for 6 and out of the ballpark. No points for that, but damage to the 208 T16. Showed good pace, but managed to limp the car to the end of the stage. And with some slight body modifications and a small headache, that's his day done and dusted. Fabian Crime in the under-28 category is pushing hard, more at home on tarmac. He knows the pressure is on from his rivals Ingram and Gryazin in the under-28 category, but still enjoying the challenge and locked in a brilliant battle with Ingram. Their stage times are never more than a second apart all afternoon. Drops to position 4 on stage 8 and finishes the day 1.7 seconds behind Ingram. And here he is.
Max 1 right half, into Max left over crest, into keep Max left over crest.
Piloted by Ross Whittock.
To Max mid crest.
The combo have been together for 1 year exactly now, and they're learning all the time. It's really working out for them.
Into Max right half and Max mid crest. Into Max left.
No close calls with Adir on the second loop of stages this afternoon. Finishes the day in a podium position, with this guy, Jari Huttunen, ahead of him. Incredible speed from the Hyundai development driver, the Flying Finn, enjoying being back in the ERC family. And Gryazin is chasing him down. However, Huttunen managed to win the last 2 stages of the day, bringing the gap to just 11 seconds with Nikolai. The Russian driver is showing impressive pace today. His fellow countryman Alexei Lukyanuk already crashing out of the rally early on today. Leaves it wide open for Gryazin to carry the mantle for Russia here in Europe. He's in the lead. Under 28 class he's leading, and in the rally he's leading. Let's see what he has to say at the end of day 1.
Our target was now to finish because, yeah, we have a little bit gap, and if we will drive so fast now, it could be dangerous and it could be crash. So we're not pushing because you can see our tires completely destroyed.
Using his tyres up at the end of the leg and rallying on the raggedy edge here in Poland, Gryazin gets through to the end of the day quite nicely with a comfortable 11-second lead over the Flying Finn Jari Huttunen. Behind him, Chris Ingram is out back in 3rd at the moment. But Alexei Lukyanuk, despite crashing out on stage number 3, racked up all the points this year, and he is ERC champion.
We try to be on the limit all the time. Okay, we don't have enough practice, enough testing, so sometimes we lose control, but still we have good pace, good feeling, good mood, and yeah, good end for the season. Competition is very strong, so it was a tough year for us. And so I'm happy for the team, for our sponsors, for our performance in the end. So it's a really big step for us.
Fantastic start for Alexei Lukyanuk, the 3-time ERC champion. Prior to that was Kajetan Kajetanovic, but the silverware is passed across from Poland to Russia for Alexei Lukyanuk. However, the rally's not over yet. We've got some more high-speed action from Poland as we continue the penultimate round of the season. We'll be back in a minute. We're all set for a new day. Starting off in the service park based in the north of the country, we're in Mikołajki for Rally Poland, heading north today. Long road sections here, and the classic cloverleaf format for day number 2. First stage of the day, long road section onto stage number 2, the second of the day, and then right the way back down to the third one, back into service, and then going out to do it all again in the afternoon. Now, remember, on the ERC, day 2, it's the top 10 rally drivers in reverse order. So 10th in the rally at the end of leg 1 is Norbert Herzig, and he's got the unenviable task of opening the road on day number 2. Yesterday he went off and into someone's front garden. His team called him the gardener. Today he's sweeping the road, so he's been nicknamed the sweeper for day number 2. Herzig's off. Nice guy he is. Slippery, cool conditions in the morning. 12 degrees Celsius. Temperatures rising all the time. Łukasz Habaj, Polish driver. He made the podium in the ERC in Latvia last year. Switched from a Ford Fiesta to a Skoda this time. Running in 7th position at the moment. Grzegorz Zib, another Polish driver. Mr. Mushroom. Zib means mushroom in Polish, so Mr. Mushroom, Grzegorz Mushroom. Another former Polish rally champion, also multiple Slovakian rally champion. Big moment for him in stage number 10. Bounced off a soft rut. Lucky escape for him. Locked in a three-way battle for the Polish honours here between Habaj and Marshik. And we're on board with him now. This is Miko. Incredible progress from this young Polish driver. It's only his second ever gravel rally. The first one he did was last weekend in Lithuania, and he won that one. So it's his ERC debut and it's going well. Leading the battle of the poles at the moment in 5th position overall as well. On board with Fabian Krime, the championship leader in the under-28 class is in danger of losing the title lead here. Currently in 4th position in the rally, but behind his main rivals. He's got to push hard today, can't take his eye off the ball, even though the road is sweeping clean and you can see the lines opening up and he's finding the better grip down below. He needs to optimise every little bit of grip he can get in the Fabian. Good battle with him and Chris Ingram today. He's more comfortable on tarmac. Slipping time to Ingram. So the reigning ERC Junior Under-27 champion is still learning the R5 car in his first season in the four-wheel drive machine. Excellent progress. He's started to extend the lead from Krime up to 3rd position overall, and he's 2nd in the Junior Under-28 category at the moment. Sit back, strap yourself in, and let's watch Ingram power his way through the countryside here in Poland.
Over crest, tightens bales, into max 2 right half in, into stay, 3 left short, max crest, 60, max crest, and 2 right half in, tidy, 80.
See what he has to say to us.
It's clear to see we're improving massively. Like, that didn't feel very good at the start of the stage. We were getting dust in the car. I realised my door wasn't shut properly, so I was trying to, on this flat out section, trying to open the door and shut it, but it didn't feel very good, but it was enough, so I'm happy with that.
His teammate from last season, Huttunen, now driving the Hyundai. With Lukanuk and Laurent Pellier out, that's a Fiesta and a Peugeot out. The Hyundai is the only non-Skoda car in the top 10. Just like Danny Sordo last time in the Czech Republic, this is a very public test for Hyundai to show the new car. Huttunen providing vital feedback to the BRC team who are preparing this car, just to get it race ready on the loose stuff. Huttunen 2nd overall at the moment, keeping the pressure on Gryazin, won the first stage of the day. At this point, he's 13 seconds behind the leader of the event. Cool and calm on the outside, a bit like Kimi Räikkönen, soft and squishy inside. Can Huttunen do it?
I think it's a bit difficult, and I think we make a wrong tire choice this morning. But of course, I try, but for sure, I think it's a bit too far.
So Huttunen thinking it's a bit of a lost cause trying to win the rally with Gryazin out in front. But Gryazin's running out of tyres. Slight delay to the start of stage number 12 as well, just while we got some spectators in the right position. Meant that the tyres were cold and Gryazin was worried about the low temperatures and the lack of grip in the Pirelli tyres. He's looking for the win and the overall lead in the under-28 class here, and potentially a leap in both championship leaderboards. Impressive pace from the 20-year-old Russian driver. He's got the Latvian flag on the side of his car. That's because his competition license is held in Latvia, and he actually lives there despite being from Russia. Continues to lead with only 3 stages to go. He wins stage 11 and stage number 12. Gryazin is on a mission.
In one corner I was really wide out, and after it's getting better, but I really was not confident, very slow. For me it was really first part, I think until the middle very safe, and after getting better and better, but in a fast section near the trees, not pushing because it's really dangerous.
The leaderboard looks like this in Poland. Last 2 rallies of the season are on the loose stuff, and it's real quick for the youngsters. Gryazin up in front, Huttunen second, Ingram third. Coming up next, of course, we've got a thrilling climax to Rally Poland. Join us after the break for the 75th running of this classic high-speed event in the north of the country. Welcome back to the ERC. This is round 7 of the championship in 2018, and we've already seen a whole load of action. But let's see what the juniors have to say in the under-27 class. So this is Marcin Wolobowski, another Polish driver. He'll crash in stage number 1. Massive moment for him here. Rolling flat out in 6th gear is an incredible moment, testament to how strong the cars are built by the FIA. Managed to walk away with that one. Martin Seks. Car rebuilt overnight, and then having to be rebuilt again on Sunday night. Seks a little bit too quick there, having a close brush with a hedge and through the fence, out to the ground. Dominic Broz had a nightmare start in Poland, retiring on stage 1 with the technical issues, and it didn't get much better on Sunday with a crash with a tree. Retired for the 2nd time from the event. Mika Hokkanen from Finland was 3rd position overnight here in Poland, held on to the final position all day in 3rd. Best result in the ERC for him so far. Efren Lorena ahead of him. Good season for him. Had a good result in the Azores, crashed heavily in the Canary Islands. Won 4 stages today. Tom Christiansen was out in front. The Swedish driver in the Opel, blasting hard. He scored back-to-back podiums in Rome and Zlin, and this time he took the top spot in the Junior Championship. See what he has to say about that.
I really think we showed the pace this weekend, and it feels amazing. I just can say big thanks to the team, working so good every time, and big thanks to all my sponsors, Pirelli and everybody around. I'm so thankful. It feels amazing now. I don't really think I understand it yet.
Tom Christiansen takes his first win of the season by 13.1 seconds over Efren Lorena. Mika Hokkanen just behind him in 3rd. It's always a battle in the junior under-27 class. Martin Seks out in front with 132 points. Tom Christiansen on 111. Efren Lorena on 97 points. But points make prizes, and it's not possible to beat Martin Seks. He is crowned the 2018
It feels
champion.
unbelievable, and yeah, it was 2 crazy days, and next is our home event, so I think we need to keep the pace and just work on the last round, because it's good to be champion, but it's even more better thing to win in a home rally.
You're going to see great things. Remember that name, Martin Seks, in the future. Marcin Storobozin in the ERC2 category. It's his home rally, took top honours in the Subaru, finished 12 overall in the event, an impressive result for someone who only started rallying in 2016. And look at this car, it's the Abarth 124, piloted by Simone Tempesini. Got to say, good on him for that rear-wheel drive car, trying to struggle it through the roads here, flat out in the Abarth. Okay, it's crunch time at the sharp end of the competition on Sunday afternoon in Poland. It's the final loop, 3 stages left, and a total of just under 50 competitive kilometres. Stage 13, 13.24 Ks, Stage 14, 19.90 kilometres, Stage 15, 15.60 kilometres. The calm before the storm on the final loop gives the drivers a quick chance to exchange ideas. Anyway, this is a famous face, Krzysztof Holovic, 3-time winner of this event in '97, the European Rally Championship, Dakar legend of course. He's well known in Poland and also been a European Member of Parliament, driving the Zero car this weekend. Tomasz Kasperczak though, another Polish hopeful, is one of 4 Polish drivers in the top 10 and his focus is on the Polish Championship too. It's a familiar rally for him, but it's the first time competing here in a 4-wheel drive car. Enjoying the experience. Filip Marez promises to be the next Czech rally star. Graduated to an R5 car at home last month in Zlín, but he crashed there on the final stage. And this is his first gravel rally in an R5 car. Sensible for him to finish 8th overall and 5th in the under-28 class. Grzegorz Zib, the 2016 Polish champion, looking to build on his ERC podium experience in Rome. Not as confident on gravel as he is on tarmac, but finishes 7th overall this weekend. Łukasz Habaj, the 2015 Polish champion, still adapting to his Skoda Fabia, finishes the rally with a brilliant stage time on stage 15. He was 3rd fastest. In the final classification, he's 6th overall. The question is, will we see Habaj continue his career in the Fabia or switch back to his Fiesta? We'll find out soon. Miko Marcek. Only 10 seconds separated the top 3 Polish drivers in the fight for 5th position. But it's the least experienced of them that finished the highest up the leaderboard, with Miko really impressing against his fellow countrymen. Finishes his 2nd ever Grally Rally with an incredible 5th place overall and 4th in the under-28 class. Speaking of the under-28 class, this is Fabian Crime. He knew he had a challenge on his hands and to keep the lead of the Junior Under-28 Championship, and gravel isn't his preferred surface, brings the car to the finish in 4th overall in the rally, but crucially getting him a podium in the Under-28 class. Finishes only 17 seconds behind his rival Chris Ingram, who is really impressing on the fast, loose gravel. They've never driven like this in a 4-wheel drive car before.
60.
Off the pace of the leaders, but definitely a good result for him.
Max close. Right over dip. Into flat, 2 right, in over crest, opens.
Chris Ingram won the Under-27 Championship last year and is in contention for the Under-28 Championship this year. Can he win 2 ERC titles back-to-back? He'll go down to the wire in Latvia.
To finally get my first international podium is absolutely awesome and keeps the championship hopes alive.
Picked up a 10-second penalty, did Jari Huttunen, late into the penultimate stage of the rally, doing a little bit of work on the car. He was a minute late, so got a 10-second penalty for that. There's a gap of 13 seconds down to Grierson going into the final stage, so he could do it if he tightened his belts and went for it. Fast and flowing, won 6 stages in the loop.
Yeah, I push really hard and it's almost last corner. I try, maybe I can try flat out this corner. Okay, not almost, but it's touching bit.
Not bad for Jari. Left it open for Gryzin. A little bit of rain in the afternoon's stages. That's why the wipers are on the car. It was a difficult loop for Gryzin, also because he had no new tyres left, so was rallying on used rubber. Had to manage his pace with performance. The temptation was to fight with Huttunen, but he did manage to hold on to it, keep it onto the road, and he wins here in Poland, having won 8 of the 15 stages.
I'm happy that we finished, but very sorry for Jari that he have penalty. He's really fast, and on this loop he absolutely win. So it's a shame, but honestly, it was really fun.
Gryzin wins by 8 seconds to Huttunen, who picked up a 10-second penalty. Behind them, a landmark first outright international podium for Chris Ingram, 4 Polish drivers in the top 10 at home, and a Hungarian star, Herzeg, survived a late roll in stage number 10 to hold on to 10th position. A great performance for the SRT team, the Latvian-based team behind the Skoda Fabia, piloted by Gryzin. They celebrate with him as they arrive back to the service park. So this is how it all looks in the championship. 150 points for Lukyanuk. Amazing, out in front. Gryzin, 130 points in the under-28 championship. Ingram second in that. Onto the podium in downtown Mikołajki. Time for the traditional podium celebrations. And there is a bright future amongst all these drivers here. Raising the silverware, spraying the champagne. Another rally is done and dusted on the ERC. So that was round 7. Next up, it's the final round of the season as we continue north up to the Baltic Sea. And in a few weeks' time, it's Rally Liepāja, wrapping up the season. A high-speed rally here in Latvia. It's going to be another climax to the season with all the championships wrapped up bar one. Who will win the under-28 class? We'll find out soon. From all of us at the programme, goodbye